Get on it, shake what your mama gave you. Get on it. How's
your work? How's work going?
How's work going? I'm just going to let you know that even though it is our stream starting holder, Dan, people can hear us. They can indeed hear us.
Tell me then.
No, I'll tell you. I'll tell you how's work's going. Work's going good, thanks, mate. It's going well. Hello to you watching right now.
Hello.
You guys are hello.
Hello.
Hello. Hello. Okay, hang on a sec. I'm just retweeting a couple of things. I'm retweeting with comments. Tonight, hang on, live now at twitch.tv/GameOnOz for the GOA Weekly podcast with Pete and Dan. We'll be joined by the legends who have come up with this new fandangled old school digital online fandangled old school digital online Connect 4 masterpiece. Game on!
Game on!
Game on! I'm just tweeting that. Okay, well let's bounce into it.
Let me retweet that.
Is my thing going? Is my bloody camera working yet?
I can't bloody say that.
Why isn't my camera working yet? No, I don't have pants on. Who wants pants? Well, that's just buggery. I don't understand why it's not working. Hello!
Hello!
Adia. Hello, sweetie. Hey, chicken. Auntia. Okay. Dan, bugger it. You won't be able to see me.
Yeah.
Is that okay? Are you going to be able to deal with that?
Well, I'll survive.
As long as I know how to love, I know I'll stay alive.
I want to see you.
I want to see you too, mate. What can I say? I can see you. All right, let's dive in.
Let's dive in. Hello. Yes.
Yes.
Gladius.
We have arrived, my friend. We are back for another edition of the Game on Australia GOA Weekly. Hello, everybody watching on Twitch, and hello to you listening on the great podcast platforms that we are lucky to call partners. Dan, my name is Pete.
My name's Dan the Internet.
And for the next hour, we're going to bang on about games. We bloody love gaming, Dan.
Pete.
Yes.
I've been flummoxed by this question.
Okay, yes. Yes.
Yeah. What else do we bloody love?
Jesus Christ.
It's not coronavirus. That can go and get fucked.
Yeah, no, 100%. I completely agree with you, mate. That
can
can well go.
Shove it up my bum. Anyway, it's not coronavirus.
Night Shepherd has offered up. We're actually getting some people who are offering up suggestions. So Night Shepherd has said your mum.
Yes. Well, I love my mum.
Oxleisha has said pineapple on pizza.
100% agree with that.
Yeah, it could be pineapple on pizza.
Do you?
I don't mind pineapple on pizza, if I'm honest.
Because you're an Italian. This is sacrilege to you. This is sacred stuff.
Yeah, no, I'm quite happy with pineapple on pizza. It's anchovies that I don't like. I don't like people who like anchovies on pizza as well. While I'm at it, I don't like those people. So they can get stuff too while we're at it.
Do you know, my dad literally gets a jar of anchovies and puts it on all over the pizza.
You're
after
kidding.
he's got it. And he's already ordered anchovies. That's how much. So you might as well just order an anchovy pizza, Pars. That's all you're bloody doing, mate.
Well, Dan, I like your old man, so I can't say a bad word against him. But this time I'll make an exception. Get stuffed.
Anchovy lover. But it's not anchovies. So it's not pizza and pineapple. It's not, it is my mum, but it's not my mum that I truly love at this point. It's not the answer to the question. What else? Any other suggestions?
Oh, Dan. My God. Something we're doing a fair bit of at the moment.
Oh. Does it start with G?
Bloody gaming, Dan.
Bloody gaming!
You wouldn't read about it. You wouldn't bloody read about it. I was going to say something else, make a bit of a joke, but my wife and 2 daughters are actually in the room. So
present? Yeah,
they're present.
Hi, Liz.
Yep. Dan says hi. Yeah, to you. What was I going to say? Masturbation?
Well, that's a good question.
That's a good question. Okay.
Bloody gaming, that's right.
Bloody gaming.
I bloody love gaming, Pete.
You know what? I can't wait. I can't wait until this whole coronavirus thing is over so we can get back in the studio, mate, because I miss you. I bloody miss you.
I miss you too, mate. And I miss the... people have to forgive the fact that we're doing this remotely. I don't think the magic's anywhere near as good as when we're together in the same room talking about bloody gaming. But you just have to do what you can do. Don't you?
I agree with you. I'll tell you what, there's some magic going on in the chat with the Twitch channel right now, mate. There are subs coming out left, right, and centre. Arion has gifted a sub to Blue Streak. Thank you very much. Styx has gifted 5. Hidden Squid gets 1. Menthonzo, Kuris Bacom, Flash Summons 96, and Ducky all get 1 as well, which is magnificent. Welcome, guys. It's great to have you along here. Now, I'm just going to quickly bring something up. Dan, it's my little run sheet that I'm going to be... I've got a run sheet. Would you believe I prepared a run sheet tonight?
Organised. That's amazing.
I'm just going to let a few people know exactly what is going on. And thank you very much, Rossi, for the 250 bits cheer as well. There appears to be a hype train going on. Hype train has appeared, you guys. Hype train. We're on a level 3 hype train right now. You little beauty.
Can we do an a cappella wow?
We can. Wow.
Count
wow.
3. One minute. Wait. Count 3. 1, 2, 3.
Wow. 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 And thank you to the Vibesy for 300 bits. A lot of emotes in the Discord now. And Dorsod with a wow as well. Cheeky. I love it. Dan, tonight on the show, top 3 things that gamers need to hear this week are on the way. We've got a new Overwatch hero. We'll talk about that. The Activision Blizzard CEO, Bobby Kotick, and the thing that he's done for his 10,000 employees as well. And look, somehow we've ended up in an online Connect 4 tournament. And I don't know what happened. I passed out earlier today, and then next thing you know, we're in a Connect 4 tournament. This Saturday, believe it or not, it's happening. So...
we were in a wrestling match last weekend, weren't we?
That's a very fair point. We were in a wrestling match. Big shout out to Gamma from our community who did some incredible handiwork in the custom section of WWE 2K. Bloody sensational. Arion with more gifting of subs. Thank you, sir. Reno gets 1. Persnos gets 1, who, by the way, will join us to talk to us a little bit more about that Connect 4 tournament. And Radar616 gets 1 as well. Thank you, guys. Level 3 is complete for the hype train, and we are well on our way into Level 4. I feel like I'm commentating the AFL Grand Final right now, Dan. This hype train is centimetre perfect.
Like a cork in the ocean.
Like a cork in the ocean over his head. What was one of the other ones that the great Doyen used to say?
Great Doyen.
Yeah, the great Doyen.
Centimetre perfect.
Centimetre perfect.
That was one of his.
He,
Corking
that's right. He went in optimistically and came out misty-optically. There's another one for you. That's a beauty. We'll also do What Are You Playing Tonight, and we may even get around to finishing our latest gaming parody song if the big question doesn't take us away from it in the meantime. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into the top 3 things that gamers need to hear this week. Dan, number 1, we have a new Overwatch hero. And the beauty about the sort of setup that we've got going on tonight is that for people who are watching this right now, I can actually bring up said Overwatch hero on YouTube and actually show everybody. So YouTube, new Overwatch Echo hero, Jeff Kaplan, the CEO of Overwatch, was everywhere today doing his usual that he does. Let's see if I can find the right video. Can I just tell you, one of the things that I absolutely hate when it comes to somebody new appearing in anything is when you actually go and find a video for them.
Yeah.
Everybody else has jumped on the bandwagon.
Yeah. You can't actually find the official release from the official party. There's all these dickheads that chuck their little logo over the top of it and make out like they released it. But piss off, mate.
Dickheads.
We know your game.
Thank you to the Vimesy for all of the Tier 1 subs that are being gifted at the moment. Dorsot got one. Mutant Mario 69, LOL got one. Havoc Mystery and I Hate This Site got one. And Bourbon Slurper got one as well. And a few hosts coming through as well. Thank you very much, guys. We're into level 5 for our hype train. You keep that stuff coming. Hey, just on YouTube, I'll come back to a TikTok I'll tell you about in just a moment, which I actually found quite funny. Usually I don't drop TikToks on people in this chat, in this community. But this one I actually found quite funny.
You've been quite active in that space, though.
I've been prolific on the TikTok. I've been a prolific on the TikTok.
You and my 10-year-old daughter, they can't keep up with the two of you, I tell you.
Oh, she knows. She's well on her way.
She's on it, mate. She's on it.
Okay, I'm going to play this Overwatch trailer. Let's get in this and have a good look. Oh, God. Ads. Ugh.
What do you say?
Here we go. All right, here it
Neural
comes.
network initialized.
Oh, ads. I thought you meant adsy.
System reboot complete. Mission underway. Prioritizing combat functions. Got you.
Justice reigns from above.
Executing flight maneuvers. Target destroyed. Situation is under control. Beam activated. Next target. Adaptive circuits engaged. Doomfist. Duplicating Genji. Ana. Sombra. Orimoira. Reverting personality. Echo online.
Somebody makes an interesting point that this new character actually looks like Fee from Zelda Skyward Sword, which is
Fair point.
It's a very fair point and quite smack bang on. But ultimate ability, by the looks of things, for Echo, this new Overwatch hero, being that she can pretty much take on the forms and, by the looks of things, abilities of just about anybody on the map at any given time. So, very cool to have a look at this brand new hero. Of course, the first reveal coming for Echo, like years ago, virtually. If you actually go through and have a look through some of the original banners and stuff for Overwatch, where it shows a whole heap of different scenes and stuff, different action captures. She's actually in there. She's part of the team. So it's cool that we're actually starting to see some of these legacy content characters make their way back into the game now to play.
Isn't that game just... And we said this at the time, which was 3 years ago now, or 4, whatever it was. How good that game has been rolled out. I actually think it sets the template for those kind of games and what they should do to keep people interested, because they nailed it. Absolutely nailed it.
Yeah, I agree with you. One thing that I would find interesting, actually, is getting an esports take on this if we were to reach out to our mates at Snowball and have a bit of a chat to them about the way the scene is going in terms of competitive, because they've got their finger on the pulse when it comes to this, and I've been reading some not necessarily positive things about the Overwatch League.
Right.
I'd like to know more about that. And it's been a little bit of time since I've actually dived in and played Overwatch myself. I think I played a couple of competitive campaigns a little while ago. One of the changes that I have seen since I've come back to the game is that, when you do dive in, and forgive me those of you that are listening or watching that have been Overwatch players consistently for a long time, that are about to say, "Duh, it's been around for a while." Fair enough too. One of the things that I found interesting, the changes that I've come back to anyway, is that when you dive in, you can actually pick before you enter the game what genre of character or category of character you're going to play as, and then it'll find you a game.
Right.
And from that, I'm actually like getting a much better community feel and sense for the game itself. There seems to be a much friendlier sort of vibe around the game, if that makes sense. And I think it's because people are actually ending up in games where they're allowed to pick the heroes that they want to play, and therefore pick the genres and categories that they want to play as well. And I think that makes a huge difference.
Well, and it's something that we may have touched on a previous podcast, but you certainly play to a game style, don't you? In these kind of games, like, if you look at something like Call of Duty, there's the dude that loves to snipe, there's the dude that loves to go in, full cocked and just take on people with shotguns. So it's pretty hard to change your style if that's your style, if that makes sense.
Yeah, 100%.
So, if they can facilitate it so you can be the person you want to be, or the character, certainly, that's an awesome thing.
We'll move on to, by the way, the new Overwatch Hero Echo is live now, if you want to go and play it. Now, while we're sort of mucking around there, obviously it's on battle.net, which is a place that you'll see a fair bit of Activision Blizzard content on. And speaking of which, Activision Blizzard CEO Bobby Kotick, it has been revealed in an interview earlier today that throughout this COVID-19 coronavirus pandemic that's going on at the moment, he's given 10,000 employees across the company his personal phone number and basically said to them, if you need anything, reach out. Interesting. I admire him for having the gall to be able to do that. I mean, real leaders at the moment are showing their colours when they actually stand up and lead in particular ways. And to put his phone number out to sort of 10,000 people, I guess, I don't know, Dan. Like, if the big boss of our company gave you his phone number, would you call him? Would you actually call him? Is there anything you think he could realistically do for you?
I'd probably send him a text and say, Pete thinks you're a dick. From and on.
That's right. I'll send him that text myself.
Yeah. No, look, I mean, it's an interesting thing. I actually think, personally, from these kind of experiences, he does it. It creates a lot of great PR. Like, people think, what a great move. But probably, 5% of the people, of the employees will actually act on it, maybe?
Yeah.
Maybe that's a stretch. I think most people just go, oh, thanks, mate, and I don't know.
So this from a story on Kotaku, our good mates at Kotaku, and shout out to one of the legends of the business, Alex Walker, by the way, who was part of our ANZ live stream over the past couple of weeks. This from that story, he was... where was he? He was on CNBC. His recent appearance on CNBC was Kotick. And he said, about a month ago, we sent out an email from my email address with my phone number. We encouraged every single employee that has a concern that relates to their healthcare to contact me directly. So far, that's been working well. When asked how many employees have reached out, have actually contacted him, he said a few hundred have taken the opportunity to reach out. Additional initiatives being supported by Activision Blizzard include a clinical trial at the University of California, Los Angeles, that Kotick said will provide a low-cost, widely available antiviral medication at the onset of COVID-19 symptoms. The company is also reportedly backing development of a new blood serum test. So they've actually diverted funds at Activision Blizzard into healthcare and medical to try and find what looks like testing for COVID-19.
Yes, maybe a treatment, yeah. And you got to remember too, I think we've got to treat this with the sort of knowledge that American companies generally pay for their employees' healthcare, which is different to us, So that's probably what that's related to too, because they're probably all on a health plan, being an employer of Activision. and he's put his number out there to, because everyone's probably clearly worried about their health,
Yeah. Well, the article goes on to say, and we reported back in, I think this was back in 2018, or maybe even was last year, I don't know. But it goes on to say that Kotick's been a long controversial figure in the gaming industry, due in part to his sizable paycheck. Kotaku reported that Kotick made 306 times the median Activision Blizzard employee in 2017. 306 times the median Activision Blizzard employee. Now, Dan, we're sort of going to we're going to do something really quickly here, right?
Yeah, let's do the math.
Where's my calculator? Okay, so I've got my calculator. It's the US, right? So let's say, for example, US dollars. So let's say, for example, in USD, what's like, I think you've got a better handle on this because of, is it your brother? Your brother-in-law?
No, my brother used to be in the US. Now he's back.
Right, he's back now. But like, what would the median wage be there? Would it be like 36 grand US or something like that? Maybe even less.
Let's say I reckon 35 is probably safe.
Okay, hang on. You know what?
Right.
Median American wage.
Bearing in mind this is a tech company, Pete, so it might be a little bit more.
32 grand in 2016. So let's work on 35,000.
Yeah.
Right, 35,000 US.
Yep.
Now, that article said he earns 306 times that.
A year. Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
$11 million. Or 10.7.
AUD, let's convert that for a moment. All right, so if that's 10,710,123, that is 16.9 million Australian dollars.
$16.9 million.
Now, look, before we all sort of jump on the bandwagon and go, hey, mate, what gives? Let's also keep in mind that Alan Joyce, the Qantas CEO, who has since given up his bonuses, structure, and all that sort of stuff. What did he earn last year? $25 million? $25 million he earned last year. Australia, which is more than, this bloke. So, yeah, Jesus.
Yeah. It always makes me think too, like, I'll never, ever be in that kind of money. But I'm also in a job where I have days where I just don't know. Honestly, I've had days where I don't go and shit because I'm that busy. I'll hold on, right? Yes. So I get paid a pittance compared to that, and I have days where I just go, I can't shit because I'm too busy, right? So I would imagine on that kind of money, you couldn't shit every day because you should be flat out, right? But I don't know if they
you have a colostomy bag on that sort of money.
Hang on, guys, just give me two.
Or a nappy. Okay. Or an adult diaper.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, my God.
The point being is that, they've got 24 hours in a day, as all of us have. But I reckon, to me, personally, that's probably a little bit obscene, but he's probably worked very hard to get there. So good on him, I guess.
Yeah, good on him. All right, good luck to him.
Please, can we have a loan?
By the way, I wouldn't text our big boss that he's a dickhead because he's actually quite a lovely man.
I think our big boss is actually pretty good. I've never met him, but he seems like a pretty good bloke. So
he's a legend. And you know what? He's doing a good job in terms of Southern Cross Stereo because, instead of getting an email, we like the communications that they've done some amazing things to make sure that throughout all of this, everybody in the company's kept their jobs, which is extraordinary.
Well, and I was about to say to you before, so in our situation, and I'm happy to share this, when he got pretty quickly on the front foot, sharing on email with the company that, here's what's happening, here's what we're doing. And I sent him an email back, or I replied going, look, I'm just a, nothing worker of yours in Perth, but doing my thing. But I just want to thank you for your leadership and blah, blah, blah. You've been very clear on what's going on, and I for one, really appreciate it. Heard nothing back, but, that's probably, I'm probably part of that 5% of people who would take the time to text old mate and say, thanks, or here's a question, So
yeah, 100%.
I think at the end of the day, it's a good PR. I wouldn't say stunt, that's not the right word. It's a good PR move, and a lot of those companies are big on PR, on getting good PR.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I don't question the fact that it's probably very genuine too. I think it's actually a great thing he's doing. So,
Skittles, Mum is in chat. Hi, Mum.
Hi, Mum.
She's just asked me to move the cursor, so I actually have the cursor around
course you do.
up your nose right now.
Of course
So
you
it's
did, yes.
currently picking your nose.
Almost got it. Almost got it.
Oh my god. Oh jeez. Okay, let's move on to the third thing that gamers need to hear this week, mate. And for this, we're going to bring in a special guest.
Yes.
Just give me a moment. Let's go.
You know what I've got?
What
I've
have
got
you got?
Esky. I bought an Esky this week. Because I knew
Why?
it had more than one. Because I knew last time I asked my wife to get me a beer, she gave me the look of death. So to avoid that for this one, I thought I'd bring an Esky so I can keep loading up on my beers. Only a couple, of course, drinking responsibly.
Good God Almighty.
Isn't
How
that
many
great?
beers have you got in that esky?
I've only got two. It's just my second.
What the
Yeah,
hell?
look at that.
Look at that. What a ripper!
It's still cool.
What a bloody
Caught the
ripper of a... That is a...
Put the
What,
bottle opener.
that is a hell of a bottle opener. You literally, for
Yeah,
those
it's
listening, you put it over the
check
top
it out.
and you stamp it down like a stamp, and then
Yeah.
it magnetically picks it up.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Bloody great. I'll get you one, all right?
Yes, please.
In
that'd
fact,
be lovely.
Peter,
What?
the company that make them is called bottlemate.com.au. The ultimate gaming game on Oz bit of merch. What do you reckon?
Yeah, I think that's a great idea.
Let's get onto that.
Are they? What kind of a company are they? Are they a liquor store?
they're-
What are
No,
they?
they make merch stuff. They will merchandise these things for Game on Oz. So let's talk to them.
Okay, let's talk to him.
We've given them a shout out, so it's surely worth 500 free ones. Surely.
Hey guys, because of the way that we're sort of rolling this out tonight, and because we're doing this from home at the moment, one of the cool things that we can actually do with the equipment that's sort of in front of us is we can do a lot of sort of on the fly, you being more interactive. I'm talking to the people that are watching right now on Twitch,
Yep.
kind of things. I'm going to set a challenge for the... We're almost at 50 viewers right now, right? I'm going to set a challenge to you right now. One... share twitch.tv/GameOnOz, GameOnAUS, in your social media. Get it out there. Let's get a few more viewers in here. And two, throughout the episode, I want you to clip some of your favorite parts, and then at the end of the episode, we can relive some of this week's podcast through the clips.
Bloody great idea.
Bloody great idea, right?
Bloody great idea.
Of course. Dan, I'm going to get this bloke in. Let's chat. This should be good. This should be good. This should be good. I'm hoping this is good.
Camera on or off?
On.
What? On.
Nice. Okay, cool.
On.
Close the door, dude. Will. Sorry, just turn my son off. It's better.
Is it Persian or Persian?
Persian. I'm from Iran, Persia, so
Persian.
figured I'd be.
Love it. That's a great name.
Big
with a
brain, yeah.
It's with a Z.
Listen,
Yeah. Faja.
we can't,
Faja.
can't be too picky.
These bloody millennials. I can't deal with this stuff.
You can and you will.
What's your actual name?
Me, I'm Vash, or Siavash, Vash for short. Either one.
Siavash.
Yes, perfect.
That must get incredibly confusing.
You have no idea.
For people who talk to you.
No idea. Yeah.
They'll be like, hello. Hello, Siavash. Okay,
Hey,
bye.
how's it going? It takes a while to get them to get into the routine of getting it right, yeah.
Your camera's being a poo head.
Ooh, give me a sec.
There's a few people in here. So, Christy Hee says, Vash fans in chat.
Here he
Oh,
is.
look at him. Look at that
What a
handsome man.
what a
My
beautiful
God.
man. Bloody
Hello,
hell.
hello.
Oh, gee whiz.
This chap just got 100% to 10% more handsome. Right
Where
there.
have you been hiding?
You don't know, we look really similar. I want to say I've got a lot more like I'm a
You
lot
have.
bushier, but
I'm
I can
freshly
see the
shaven.
resemblance.
Well,
yeah.
you know what it
Hey, yeah,
is.
Pete.
It's like you've got. It's like, but obviously it's black. But it's like the top half of your face is Dan, and the bottom half of your face is mine.
Oh, it's,
Exactly
yeah,
it.
a Frankenstein. I like it. I like
Yeah, I
it.
love it. I absolutely love it. This is gold. Hey, those of you who have jumped into chat right now that are Vash fans would appreciate a cheeky follow for the stream as well. But thank you very much, Vash. There is a very good reason why we have you in here tonight. And you just mentioned the word Frankenstein, and I think that's apt because this event that's appeared out of nowhere this weekend, it's the Connect 4, and correct me if I'm wrong, Connect 4 ANZ League, yes?
Premier League. It's
Premier
the
League.
Premier
Okay.
League.
That's the important
Premier
part.
League.
That's the selling point.
Yes.
The Premier League, the Connect 4 ANZ Premier League. And for those of you watching, you've got to clip the shit out of this interview because people need to know about this. Now, let me provide you with a bit of backstory, Dan, just very quickly.
Yep.
Earlier today, I was just sort of piss-farting around at work at the radio station, going about the show. I know, you wouldn't read about it. Going about my business of the show, right? And then I see this thing pop up in the Oceania Esports and Gaming group where it's like the Connect 4 ANZ Premier League, and these are the teams that are participating. And I saw Pentanet.gg's logo in there. And I went, oh, that's odd. I've never heard of this before. Right now, as the general manager of that organisation, you'd expect that I'd have heard of something that we were competing in. Anyway, I frantically got into the thread on that, and I was like, who's running this? I need to hear from them right now. I need to know what's going on. How are we participating? Blah, blah, blah. Anyway, I found out that our social media dude, Benji, who is a legendary content creator across ANZ, currently living in Sydney, currently working with Pentanet.gg, has put his hand up and decided to participate on PGG's behalf. And we were like, fuck yeah, that's cool. And then I asked him a bit more information about it, and I went, no, fuck yeah, that's really cool. Like, we need to be a part of this as well. Can we please get GOA in this? Now, that is where this has all sort of come together. And it's funny because I reached out to the team. I was put on to you, Vash, and we'll talk about exactly what it is in just a moment. But in the Discord DM between yourself and me, I said, yeah, so what game are you guys actually playing? And he goes, yeah, you know, it's Connect 4. I'm like, oh, right. Okay, cool. So, mate, can you take us back to what the hell is this thing that we've signed up for? Where has it come from? What is it? What's going on here?
It's got a legendary start, okay? So it started off as a bit of a meme and a fun gimmick between the organ with Atletico and Ferox and Mishka, who's in charge of that. And so we just went at it on Twitter, playing Connect 4 with like emojis in place of where we would put the actual rings. And eventually it turned into, I was the ruthless businessman, so I decided to steal his idea just entirely and frame it as my own. Yeah. And no, in all seriousness, we discussed it and we figured it would be a good pastime. Since we're all in quarantine, we're looking for ways to pass time. But neither of us, I think, envisioned it to actually get to where it is, and like the amount of support with all the region's organizations and people like Game On Oars coming to us and being like, "Hey, we'd love to be involved."
I mentioned to you, like because you actually put a thing forward where you guys announced that Fortress Australia is joining. Our good friends over in Victoria, and who, by the way, we send our love to them because they're. Obviously, COVID-19 struck and everything got locked down about 7 days after they had their grand opening. So, and they've done a mammoth job in terms of turning things around and going completely online and digital. And it's great to see that they are continuing to pump work out and continuing to hammer things and doing well. But we saw that, and you guys, along with that, said, that's it, no more teams, we've got our last one. And then I came knocking on your door. I said, hang on a second. just before you close the door, can I come too? And
now the door was closing, and then you put your foot in it. Went, hey! Stop the door closing.
And thankfully enough, mate, you guys were kind enough to actually say, "Oh, come on in." So let's sort of go from there. So thank you. We appreciate being involved, and obviously PGG and all that sort of stuff as well. But can you explain to us exactly how this is all going to happen? It's going to happen this weekend, Saturday the 18th of April. It quite literally has spun up out of nowhere. But yeah, Saturday the 18th of April. Can you give us the details as to where people will be able to watch it and what time it will be broadcasting?
Yes, I felt like you glanced over the fact that the main selling point for Game on Oars was your beautiful TikToks, Pete. Don't
Oh
don't
yeah,
don't sell
yeah.
yourself short. Don't sell yourself short, all right?
Don't say
Um,
that. Holy shit! You doesn't need any more encouragement.
no, the event itself is being held on the 18th of April, this Saturday. We're starting it at 11:30 in the morning. We're giving it time, going to around sometime in the afternoon, 6, 7. Shorter if it ends on time. This will all be done on the Capping TV, which you can see in chat actually. The Capping TV broadcast. They reached out to us. They said we'd love to get involved with the broadcast side of things. We said that'd be great because we don't know how to do broadcasts. So the people that do know how to do it, the better.
Heck,
Yep. And so yeah, we'll be doing it on their side. If you have time on the Saturday, get in, get amongst it. Watch if you can, donate if you can. Just watching is plenty in itself, so that'd be great.
Yeah, 100%. And you guys are also taking it a step further, which we love to see, and partnering with a charity as part of the event as well.
Yes, we decided, we looked around. We weren't sure with, there's a lot of charities, there's a lot of great charities to go to. We figured we'd go with one that's closer to home. We went with Oz Harvest, who are a fantastic charity. Especially in these times, they're helping people with getting hampers out with food, toilet paper, anything that people might need, and giving it to them out of their generous hearts, I guess. What they do is they collect all the quality food that's left over from restaurants or places like that, collect them together, and give it to people in need. So it's a great cause.
And how are you guys actually like? What's the way that you guys raise money, or like the effort, or is it just about really sort of shining a light on them, or like how's it going to work on Saturday?
On the day of, we're actually sorting out the portal page for our donations. So once that's sorted, that'll be plastered all over our Twitter. Um, there will be giveaways for people that do pitch in, and for people that do just watch. So once that's sorted, you can head over to their website. The money goes directly to them, and yeah, it's that simple.
Bloody marvelous!
bloody great.
It is bloody fantastic, and to be spun up out of nothing as well, and just to sort of have a look at some of the teams that have put their hands up to be a part of this. It is really extraordinary how people have out of nowhere all of a sudden jumped on board with this, mate. I mean, I'm just going to quickly roll through some of these teams. So there's Perth Ground Zero, who are good friends of ours. Pentanet.gg, of course, Athletico, Game on Oz. Standing Fierce is there. Pandemic, the Drop Bears, Fortress Australia. Can you tell us who these other ones are? I think... yeah, there's a few others here that deserve a shout out as well.
Yeah, so the full list is we've got Shadownet, who have genuinely been a tremendous support. They have been our partners, our sponsors. They've helped us with MSI, who have also been amazing in supporting us with prizes for the event, which we'll go into on our Twitter shortly, soon, hopefully, once we get everything finalized. There's Pentanet, Ground Zero, MCEAU, Athletico, Skyfire, Black Sheep. We went with a couple of New Zealand orgs because I had to. I am a Kiwi, so we had to. Game on Oars, Surge, Esports Club, Fury Australia, Ferox. Felt bad not including them, after I just ripped off their idea. Over Justice, Drop Biz, Pandemic, Blessed Esports, Standing Fierce, and Fortress Melbourne, or Australia, I guess.
It's fantastic. And yeah, we know you're a Kiwi, because I've got to be honest with you, I haven't been able to understand a word you've said this entire interview.
For the language barrier, I understand. It's the language barrier.
Oh my goodness. Hey, there's one other thing that I'm going to quickly drop here. We've only just sort of put it together. Now, I don't necessarily know if I'll be able to be the one playing on Saturday, but we have a sort of community who are very excited to get involved in this, particularly a core content team. And I did put it in to our core content team's chat at Game on Oz, and I said, guys, this is happening on Saturday. Who would like to put their hand up, can play, and would like to rep Goa? And there was no shortage of people from our team going, yes, please, me. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to hold an intra-Goa tournament to find out our representative for Saturday's Premier League match. So, by the looks of things, we'll have more details about that, but we'll broadcast it on our channel maybe Friday night. We'll see how things go. But yeah, we'll see how we go with that and see what we can come up with. One other thing, mate. What is it? Is there an online version of Connect 4 that you guys are going to be using to actually play this?
Yes, we'll be using the site papergames.io, who we actually just got in touch with, and they are happy to announce our event on their website and put us on like the forefront and everything. So that's amazing on their end. We thank them a lot. That's great.
Sensational.
Yeah. Can I drop the link in chat?
Yeah, of course you can. Please.
Of course,
by all means.
everybody can.
Yeah.
There you go.
I know it hasn't come up. Damn it! I'll tell you what you do, mate. Vash, drop me the link via DM. Do it right now if you can. And what I'll do is I will grab it. There it is. I'll grab that and I will put it in there. There you go, guys. Papergames.io.
Awesome.
Get involved in that.
Richard.
That is sensational. Vash, well, listen, this is amazing. It's great to be a part of it. So thank you very much for having us a part of it and for having PGG a part of it as well. We wish you guys all the best. And as I mentioned over DM today, if there's anything GOA can do to help throughout the course of this, because it is we just, as I spoke to you about, I just love fun shit. So
Yeah.
Thanks to
100%. So if there's anything that we can do to help, please by all means. But we look forward to getting our representative this weekend into it. And one more time for people watching right now, if they want to get along and check it out, what time one more time, and where are they going to be watching it one more time?
It will be all broadcasted on Capping TV. That's twitch.tv/Capping TV. If you want to follow our Twitter, it's @Connect4ANZ. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you for having me on. I feel like a celebrity.
Oh, man.
It's been a fun experience.
Stop it!
Awesome.
God.
You want anytime, Raj?
Yeah, 100%. We're just going to have to get a translator. Maybe we'll get Reflex. I can't.
Not too much, though. You're too bloody handsome.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, thank you. You're too kind.
I can't wait to watch this back to see if our conversation made sense, like us talking to Vash.
Oh yeah, sorry, I don't mean to butt in, but as Capping TV said, it will be on the front page of Twitch. We did get in contact with Twitch.
Oh, you ripper.
It'll be amazing.
Amazing.
You have to be there. You have to be there.
Yeah, of course you do. How can you not? Well, good luck, and thanks a lot, Vash. Thanks for giving us your time on such a quick turnaround for tonight's show as well, mate. We appreciate it, and we'll catch up with you soon.
Cheers. Thanks for having me. See you guys.
See you, Vash. Oh, Dan.
God.
Dan.
Hey, listen.
What?
I'm just going to say off the bat, I'm ruling myself out of that representing Game on Oz.
Are you?
In that tournament.
Why?
I am the world's worst Connect 4 player.
Are you really?
Oh, mate, I am just... there's no strategy. I just go, yeah. Oh, shit, I lost.
What is this?
So,
hang on a sec. Let me see if this is...
I'm Leroy Jenkins. Leroy!
Jenkins!
Hey, mate, when it comes to Connect 4.
Hang on. Can we do... I wonder if we can do like a... Let's play with a friend. I'm just having a quick look. Invite a friend. Okay, hang on. Here, Dan. Can you click that link? Guys, bear with us. Click that link that I've just dropped in the DM in the Discord.
Done. Loading up.
Yep. And I'll go into start.
Click the button to download and get started.
Are you Fred 50?
I think you have to download something.
Ah.
I'll figure this out. We might play next week.
I love the idea.
Yeah, it's a ripper. It's an absolute ripper.
And P.S. I'm one up in this whole gaming thing, betting in Pong, so, you might need to redeem yourself.
One of these days, mate, we will have another GOA God Mode event, and I will get you back, good sir. I will get you back. I'll wait till you're at your weakest.
I've never been so happy to beat someone in all my life, I reckon, than that moment.
I was never so upset to lose. That was rough. Hey, let's move on to our next piece of content tonight. We're catching up with one of our very own. We're just going to get him into the chat right now. His name is Zulu, and he is one of the great writers for Game on Australia, and there's a very good reason as to why He's going to be joining us in chat tonight.
Gonna have myself. I tell you, that's another good gaming song we could do,
Yes, it is. A real good time.
isn't it?
Hello, Zulu.
Hello, can you hear me?
Loud and clear, good sir. How are you?
Fantastic, gentlemen. How about yourselves?
We're going very well.
Thanks, mate.
Now, you are our tech editor at GameOnOz.com, amongst other things as well.
Yes, but only by night. By day, I'm a mild-mannered clerk at a major metropolitan newspaper.
Mild-mannered clerk at a major metropolitan newspaper.
He's Superman.
True, when I was a journalist.
Now, mate, we would love to talk to you about this story that you popped up at GameOnOz.com. It needs its due, and the reason why I say it needs its due is a lot of work went into this story, but the reason why I really wanted to talk to you about this, the title of the story is, so, you want to set up a home office which is also suitable for gaming. But I looked at the picture and I went, that is a real Frankenstein setup that I'm looking at right now. And is that the general gist of the story, that you can put something epic together with just essentially what looks like spare parts?
Almost. It's a range of weird things that you can use for work, doing bunny ears, and once you've clocked off for the day, go, right, time to play some games.
Bloody great.
So tell us exactly some of the things that you've sort of used within this story to talk us through wanting to put together the home office setup. I mean, because to me, like, I'm just tossing this out there. Like, I look at, like, I've got an epic rig. It does a pretty damn good job of gaming. It is a gaming rig. There's a 2080 RTX in there. There's an i9 processor. Like, there's some power. But I also look at this and I go, okay, like, I can do office things with it. I know it might sound mundane doing office things with it with a powerful rig, but I can do office things with it. What's the difference between sort of what I've got and what you're talking about in this story?
Well, what I'm talking about in the story is I'm assuming that you've already got a computer or a laptop. Because let's face it, we're all gamers. We've all got some Frankenstein's monster of a creation of a game on. But it's all the other ancillary stuff that I wanted to cover. Like when you go, okay, I've got to actually work from home. So first order of business that I went from the story was a printer. I mean, most of us have probably got some cheap thing we grabbed at the start of uni, way back when the world was in black and white and cars were steam powered. And it's probably not cutting the mustard anymore for actually printing off all that work shit you have to print off. So I've been playing around with the Canon Pixma G6065, not just for printing off all the work stuff I have to do, but for printing off stuff like screenshots from Red Dead 2. And like when you get an awesome play of the game in Overwatch or something, you can hit that print screen button, save it, print it out, and then stick it on your wall and go, big jam. Done, I'm good. So that's basically an example of taking something ostensibly for work, as far as the boss knows, and then repurposing it for your own evil purposes as a gaming piece of kit afterwards. It's also got a scanner in it, so you can scan stuff, and the best part is it runs on ink rather than cartridges. The other thing I thought I'd mention, it's such an obvious thing that people overlook is a mouse. And the one I went for in the story was the Logitech G502 because it is basically the prince of mice as far as I'm concerned. It does literally everything. It's just, I've had one on my desk for ages, and it doesn't matter whether I'm playing Doom or whether I'm playing Cities Skylines or Just Cause or Assassin's Creed or Red Dead Redemption or doing all my actual work. It just switches between them seamlessly. So always happy to tell people, get one mouse, get a good one, and if I was only buying one with my own money, it'd be this one.
Sensational. So that's the Logitech G502 Hero mouse. They're around about $149. Now, I saw a post. It was from one of our own team, our tournament officer, actually, Reflex, talking about, if anybody says to you that like an SSD. Oh, Reflex, please remind me. I know you're in chat watching right now, but if anybody ever tells you that an SSD isn't worth the price...
Communism, I say.
that they are wrong. And he was talking about speeds and banging on about something that goes way over my head. I've got a Samsung 1 terabyte SSD in this rig, and I got to admit, I do actually... One thing I have noticed is a real genuine... noob when it comes to all this sort of stuff, is that this versus what I had in the old rig, which was not an SSD, this works a hell of a lot faster.
Oh yes, yeah. Look, I've got two Samsung SSDs that I use. I've got the T5, which is my sort of general carting stuff round because it's such a useful piece of kit, and the T7, which is the touch version, and that's got a fingerprint reader built into it, which I thought is really good. I've been playing around for a few months now. What it does is, instead of having to remember yet another freaking password, because I don't know about you guys, but I've got a head full of them and it's so annoying, I can just put my thumb or my finger on it and it unlocks.
Yeah.
So from a gaming perspective, that means you can put your save game files on it and know that no one's going to dick around with them or accidentally overwrite them, because if they can't unlock it, they can't get in there.
Yes.
The read and write speeds on it are really fast. They reckon it was about 1,050 megabits a second. And look, I haven't got the numbers in front of me, but I ran it through Crystal Disk Mark 6 on the Alienware M15 gaming laptop I've been using, and it was very impressive. So very, very happy with it. I've now been using that as my standard, carrying all my data around and making sure people don't get their grubby little mitts on it. SSD, basically.
Yeah.
And it's totally separate to the sort that goes in your computer hard drive, I should probably mention. It's the same technology, but the ones that you'd use as a computer boot obviously stay in your computer. These ones are basically really big portable hard drives or thumb drives, and you can use them on a PlayStation or an Xbox if you want to.
Oh,
real.
good.
Now, there's one thing that you have included in here, which I saw this and I went, okay, is this... I wanted to get to the nuts and bolts of why you included this in here. Because for me to look at a story like this, I kind of go, what are the genuine necessities that I need for the home office? But you've also included an Amazon Echo Show 8.
I love that thing. Yeah, the Amazon Echo Show 8 is basically a smart tablet and speaker that runs off the Amazon Alexa. I want to say AI, but it's like Amazon's version of Google Home. But I found it's easier to use and it integrates better into other stuff. And from a gaming perspective, it's all voice operated. So I had it in the kitchen, which I mentioned in the review I did, but I also took it into the lounge where the PlayStation is. And I was able to do stuff like if I was playing a game and got stuck, I could say, Alexa, open YouTube search walkthrough for whatever game I was looking for, and it would bring up a YouTube video, and I could play through it and pick what I wanted to do and stop it and start it all without taking my hands off the controller.
Brilliant.
And you can do it for pretty much anything, and it just ties into so many things. It also works with controlling lights, which ties into something later in the same story. I was talking about the LifeX, I think it's pronounced, wireless smart lights. So I could say, Alexa, dim lights, or Alexa, set lights to gaming, and it would automatically set the Wi-Fi light to the settings that I've set for whatever. You can customize them to like the nth degree.
Oh.
Jeez, it sounds like
Alexa, deliver chicken nugs.
Yes. Hey, also, if those of you who are watching this right now or listening on the podcast, if you have an Alexa, ask it to tell you what the number 100 is in Welsh, and you'll have a good laugh.
Hashtag NSFW.
Yeah, not safe for work, but you will have yourself a good laugh. This wireless router, is this a wireless router or is it a B-52 bomber with the wings up? Like, I don't quite... This thing is insane. I've never seen anything like it. It's the Netgear Nighthawk AX8 wireless router.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah,
when I first saw that, the first thing I thought is Darth Vader should be flying that to fight the Rebel Alliance. It's a new generation of wireless router from Netgear, so it's part of their Nighthawk gaming range. And the main thing, to cut away a lot of the technical nerd stuff, which those of us who like that can nerd out about later, is it runs on Wi-Fi 6, which is like the new standard for Wi-Fi that all the high-end gaming laptops have got. So all the Project Athena stuff uses it. It's basically the latest and greatest. From a work perspective, it means you can prioritize your traffic so that you don't have everybody in the house streaming Netflix and causing your work conference calls to drop out. From a gaming perspective, you can set it up so that everybody streaming Netflix doesn't cause your gaming to drop out. Because I've got an earlier version. I've got the N700, and I've got it set up so that when I'm doing something important, I'm the one who gets all the internet, not the kids and their Peppa Pig or whatever they're doing.
I'm Peppa Pig. Hey, look good on a spit. All right, so the next thing is some really good sound quality around you as well. This I feel like this is the sort of thing where you kind of were going through this story and went, you know what? if I could just add something that's a little bit more luxury to this, it would be a sound bar.
Yes, absolutely. Because everything that you have on your awesome TV, if you've got a decent TV, is for nothing if you don't have a good soundbar on it. So I was thinking, a lot of people have the TV on legitimately for work. I mean, not just journalists. A lot of people are wanting to know what's going on. So I'm thinking, okay, you want decent sound, and then when you're done with work for the day, you want a game. Now, you might be using headphones, which is good, but if you don't have any neighbors or hate them, then you can get a soundbar and crank the sound up. And basically, it's a slimline set of speakers that creates the home theater experience without you needing to run cables all over your living room. So this one from Hisense is 2.1 surround sound. So you've got your fully 6 subwoofer, you've got which is wireless. You've got your speakers. It's basically a really good, well-priced set of what's what I'm looking for here? Sorry, for a sound bar that will give you good quality sound, better than what's in your speakers, unless you've got a really nice television, without breaking the bank, and it's going to make your game sound a lot better.
It is really nicely priced too. $349 is a pretty damn good price for a soundbar.
Yeah.
We've just rocked up to the LifeX smart lights, mate.
Yes.
Walk us through these things, because for me, like a good lighting system. Oh, sorry, just a moment. Somebody has just redeemed the It's a Me channel points. Fully 6 subwoofer, mate.
It's a me.
There you go. Sorry, the LifeX smart lights. Mate, I know it's a luxury, but I don't think any sort of gaming / office these days is complete without a really nice light setup going on for you.
Agreed 100%. I mean, when I first heard about these things, I'm like, really? Lights I can control with my phone? There is a perfectly good light switch on the wall. And literally now, last night, I was in the lounge reading a book, and my daughter came in, and I wanted to turn the lights off, and I just pulled out my phone and switched them off. I'm like, I'm not getting up and walking over there like a medieval peasant. So that's just purely from a can't be asked getting off the couch perspective. But from a work perspective, you can change everything about the lights, their luminescence, their warmth, whether they're cool or white. You can change the color, you can change the brightness, you can set them to do all this automatically. So in an office, you can say, all right, between 9 a.m. and noon, I want a really bright light. Between 1 and 3, I want a different color light. And then when you go, right, I'm working for the day, you can set it up so that you can have sort of a soft gaming environment you like, and you can change the colors. You can do all sorts of really cool stuff with them. You can either do it manually or put it on a timer or hook it up to an Amazon system, which is what I've done, which is great for annoying the kids when I want them to get out of the lounge. I can just say, Amazon, turn the lights off. Out they go.
Boom.
God, it's bloody brilliant, isn't it? I'd be sitting there going, light goes on, light goes off, light goes on.
You
light
absolutely
goes
can. The only caveat with them is they only work on the 2.4 gigahertz frequency, which means they don't always play nicely with some of the modern dual, 2.45 gig routers. So it took a little bit of fiddling to get it set up, but once it's working, it's been a lot of fun. I've been really
final thing that's in this package, mate, and again, this is a luxury, but something that is very nice if you can get your hands on it, I reckon. The Nanoleaf canvas. Now, this is quite different to the original Nanoleafs that we have been privy to, which were a different shape. The canvas is more of a block shape that you can sort of set up, and by the looks of things, they've got... Do they have more customization options than the original canvas, than the original Nanoleafs that were produced?
Look, I didn't get a chance to play around with the original ones, but the current ones have got a mind-boggling array of customization. I mean, you can set them up just to make pretty colors and just look nice and be some sort of modern art piece, if that's your thing. You can plug them into... There's a way to set them up through your keyboards and stuff so that they can change colors reflecting on what's happening there. They're Razer Chroma compatible. So if you're playing Doom or something and everything's going all red and violent and noisy, they will come along and side with that. And if you want, you can just also, which I had a lot of fun with, was you can connect them up through your Spotify soundtrack, and they'll basically flash and pulsate and change colors based on the music. So if you want to turn your office into a late 90s rave party, these are just the tickets.
Who doesn't? Who doesn't?
Mate, this is brilliant, and you can find the entire story at GameOnOz.com. Zulu, a pleasure catching up with you, mate. Thank you very much for this tonight.
Thank you. Always a pleasure, gentlemen. Thank you for having me.
And we'll catch up with you across the week.
Look forward to it. Bye.
See you, mate.
See you, buddy.
One of the greats there, man.
Yeah, and you know what I love about that is that you set up your work PC in inverted commas, and
Work PC.
it becomes a game PC. So when your wife walks in, he goes, "Are you still working?" Yeah.
And then you just click that little button that goes from office lights to gaming lights, and you are smashing it. Absolutely love it. That is the sort of stuff that you guys can see at GameOnOz.com, and a big thanks to Zuli. That was an epic story to be putting together. We'll bring you a lot more of that content throughout the weeks for the GOA Weekly podcast as well, because it's a good opportunity to show off exactly what's going on at GameOnOz.com. And would appreciate your support at the website, because there's a lot of fantastic stories that go up there every single day.
Every single day. Every single bloody day.
News, reviews, interviews, and opinions as well. It's bloody brilliant. Hey, Dan, look, we're going past time.
We've run out of time.
It's 6:30. We keep on mentioning the song that we've been banging on, trying to put together the last couple of weeks. I'm going to make a guarantee.
Okay.
I'm going to make a guarantee.
What's the guarantee,
All right, my guarantee is that next week's show we will have the song. Okay?
Not just a song. Are we talking song and film clip, Pete?
Song and film clip. All right? You've sent me the instructions, and I've been a lazy shit.
But no, that's right. There's a way we need to be able to record the video clip, but while still being in isolation. I'll come up with that idea.
Yep.
And we're going to get Reflex involved too, I think.
Yeah, 100%.
Because we need a Kiwi, bro.
We need a Kiwi, bro. That would be good, eh? So Nico plays games. Our dear man Nico is going to be taking over the stream after we are done as part of the Legendary Legends. Nico, feel free to share in chat just quickly what you are going to be playing tonight. But Dan, look, have we got just a quick 5 minutes for a big question?
No, we haven't. I've got a surprise for you, actually.
What's the surprise?
Give me 2 seconds. Just talk amongst yourselves. 2 seconds.
So, hi guys. Really great to have you guys along. It's a wonderful evening here in Perth. Oh, get out. Is it Parsi? Oh my god, it's Parsi. Oh, you guys are in for a treat. Pars is here.
Yeah.
You've got to be joking.
I'm bringing Pars on the chat. And I'm going to show you something that we've been doing. Now, we're respecting appropriate social distancing, of course.
Yeah, of course.
Look at this guy. Great man. Come here.
Hang on a sec. Wait.
Pause! Hang on, I'll put the headphones on. We're going to show you. So we're coming out 1.5, right? 1.5. And we don't do the old tap. Pass, what do we do? We do the bum roll. We do, hang on. We do the bum roll. I'll put you on, hang on.
Oh my god, I can't believe I'm actually talking to the great Pars. What an absolute pleasure. How are you, Parsi?
Great man. I'm well, and you?
I'm going very well, mate. Are you keeping well?
Oh, terrific.
How's
I'm enjoying my wife's company at home, cooking. I'm drinking lots of alcohol. I've developed a new throat swab. It's called whiskey.
I'm trying to. So there's a lot of people that are watching this right now, and a lot of people that are going to be listening to this. We've mentioned you a few times over the years in the GOA Weekly Show, but we've never actually had the chance to talk to you and to be basked in your presence, as it were. So this is a great honour, good sir. It is a real, genuine honour. So thank you very much.
Well, today is my 49th wedding anniversary.
Amazing! 49 years. Whatut the secret?
Yes. Keep your sense of humour and buy a good set of knee pads. You spend a lot of time on your knees.
Yeah.
So have a good set of pads, you'll be fine.
Oh, I cannot believe it. That is insane. And one more thing before we let you go tonight, dear Parsi, mate. How are you keeping throughout this whole coronavirus COVID-19 thing? You're faring well?
Yes, thank you very much. Isolating. I'm going to meetings just one-on-one with clients, not going to big meetings, and doing as much over the telephone as I can. Working on a computer at home with my son, who's been isolated for about 8 weeks because he's got a bit of a immune problem. And I know he's clean and safe, and then we just do bum rolls all day.
It's sensational. Actually, there is one thing, and Dan has mentioned that he's gotten a few of these from you over the years, and I'm going to ask you this without notice. So if you don't have one handy, it's totally fine. But could you leave us with a joke Do you have a joke off the top of your head?
Yes, I do.
Oh, go for it.
2 old men going to the doctor's surgery. They're worried they had a few problems. One's 85, one's 86. And the 85-year-old says, "What are you doing here?" He says, "Oh, mate, my bowels are so irregular. I don't know when I'm going to do it. I can't plan the day. I can't go to a picnic. I don't know when the heck I'm going to have to do number 2. I need to get the doctor to sort me out." The other guy said, "Oh, that's funny. Every morning at 6 o'clock, regularly, out it comes, 9 inches long, 2 inches diameter, bang, 6 o'clock every morning." He said, "Well, what did you come to the doctor for?" He said, "I don't wake up till 8.
Oh, Paz. That is fantastic, mate. Thank you so much. It's bloody good to speak to you. It really is. I've been waiting for this for you, and I can't wait till all this COVID-19 fiasco's done so we can actually finally catch up for that drink.
Oh, I'd love that. I'd love
Yeah.
that.
Good on you,
Goodbye,
Paz.
everybody.
Goodbye.
There you go.
Oh, my
Great
God.
pass.
I cannot believe that actually happened, Dan. I cannot believe that. That I will take that with me for the rest of my life, I will. My God.
Oh, he's a bad man. He's a bad man.
One of the greats. All right, well, Nico's ready to go. I think I may have missed it in chat. Just quickly, Nico, if you want to let everybody know once
He's
again.
playing Connect 4, Pete,
what
obviously.
are you playing? Obviously, he's playing Connect 4. But what are you playing tonight, Nico? If you wouldn't mind letting us know in chat in just a moment. And then once you do, mate, we'll switch off. We'll get out of here. Thank you very much for joining us tonight and for this week. It is great to have you along to the GOA Weekly show. Dan, it's been an absolute pleasure. Game on, brother.
One of the best. Game on, brother.
Game
Love
on.
you, mate.
Love you too, mate. And thank you all so much for watching in the Twitch chat and, of course, listening at the podcast by the time this episode is live and ready to go. One other thing I will mention before we do get going just quickly is that very soon we're going to share with you details about our up-and-coming PUBG Duos tournament. All right, so we're going to have a brand new community tournament going on. Dan, there's something going on with your screen right now. It's fuzzing out.
Is it?
It's like the system heard us say goodbye. It's like, all right, see ya. We've got a PUBG Duos tournament coming up very soon. So in about 6 weeks' time or so, at the end of next month. So we're giving ourselves a nice big lead-in time. There will be prizes. It will be awesome. It will be streamed. All of that. So I can't get over the fact that you're just a blur right now. It's hilarious. The void has consumed you. Somebody divided by zero, Dan. Somebody divided by zero. We're going to get out of here. So look out for that. More details very soon. Go and check the stories at GameOnOz.com. And thank you very much for listening and for checking us out as well. Thanks for all the subs tonight, all the follows on Twitch. And yeah, let's get the flock out of here, Dan.
Rock on.
Keep an eye across twitch.tv/GameOnOz as well as the Legendary Legends. Just one more thing. We're going to do this. We'll have this little mini tournament to decide who's going to be representing GOA in Connect 4 on Saturday. All right, so looking forward to that. All right, let's get out of here. Have a great weekend in gaming. And Dan, as we always say,
don't forget to self-isolate and save!
bruh.